Alright guys, welcome back to episode 4 of the Total Extreme 2020 Smackdown vs Raw WWE series. We are closing in on the Elimination Chamber. Yes. We're just
Is there an echo in here?
we're just approximately 8.5 days away from the Elimination Chamber. We've already got a couple of matches announced on Raw. Will we get any matches announced here tonight on SmackDown? There's not really a lot to talk about. MVP is preparing a gimmick change to Black Power. Goldberg is preparing a gimmick change to Grizzled Tough Veteran because the last gimmick change we gave him was absolutely shocking. I mean, Ricochet's out for a year. We could have him undergo surgery if that's a good idea.
I remove his skull or something.
Let's see here. Ricochet, where is the guy? I've clicked off my game for some reason. Right, Ricochet, where are you, son?
Is it not weird that Michael Cole's 52?
Yeah, possibly.
I didn't think he was that old, like.
I guess we'll keep Ricochet for now. I guess he's not doing anything. Paige hasn't got a manager. Maurice hasn't got a manager. Maybe need to do something for those guys. But that's it. Let's get stuck into the show. There's no point wasting time here. Friday Night SmackDown. Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready
I'm
for
never
a
ready.
good time? But you know what? Every show we've done has improved in terms of rating. So I guess we'll go into this one trying to improve again. So let's go and do this. And there you can see there is the card. And we'll get stuck straight into the show.
And we're not going to fly through.
Oh
in
no,
2
wait,
minutes.
we don't. We have instance. We cannot continue. There's
There's
something happened here backstage.
So why is it shaped like a knife?
So what's happened? There's incidents we need to deal with apparently.
We'll deal with them. I want to get into the show. Deal with them. Deal with them.
Incident involving Sami Zayn and Edge. Sami Zayn was brought before Wrestlers Court accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab on the shared rental car. Okay, really? Anyway, Edge found them guilty, sentenced them to pay the full cost and reimburse his travel partners. Who the fuck would want to travel with Sami Zayn? That's what I want to know. Sami Zayn has the mercenary personality and currently has normal morale, so not a big deal there. I wonder if Edge and Sami Zayn also have some heat. They are both on SmackDown, I guess, so, I mean, will that lead to anything? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Let's dive into the show. Let's not waste any more time.
The incident had a small positive effect on Sami
I couldn't
Zayn.
give a rat's ass. As long as he dies or something. Never to be on this show again. The guy sucks, guys.
Here we go. Last time out we had a show rating of 62. That's what we're aiming to beat this time out. Let's start the show.
Edge makes his decision. Oh,
We
no.
kick off with the pre-show. Sonya Deville versus Natalya. Natalya was not happy about this one because we chose her to job out here and she lost to Sonya Deville in 6 minutes and 04. By submission with a modified Gogo Plata. What the hell is that? Let us know down below, guys.
Lana did some good work at ringside, just no you at ringside.
Madness, 50 segment rating for those two is no bad.
Maybe.
That is surprising. And in another terrible pre-show match, Sami Zayn and Aleister Black defeated Mojo Rawley and Bo Dallas in 7:35 when Sami Zayn pinned Bo Dallas with a haluva kick.
I'll tell you what, if I was driving the rental car, I'd have drove off a cliff to be not be involved here.
Aye. 53 segment rating. Up next, we've got the proper show, so let's get stuck in and...
Also, I can't slaver about the pre-show. I'm a mark. I love it. It's fucking brilliant.
Right, here we go. Here we go. Starter SmackDown. Let's start the show off.
Are you ready?
Start it off strong. No chance. That's what you
Only a
got.
69 though.
Vince McMahon makes his way down to the ring. McMahon says he'd like to welcome the new GM of SmackDown, Hulk Hogan. Down.
Oh, when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Cut the damn music. McMahon tells the guy backstage, whoever plays music, to cut it. Vince says he offered Hulk a hell of a lot of money, especially more compared to half the guys in the back. McMahon says the only way half the guys in the back will get a pay rise is if they up the minimum wage at McDonald's to $15. Vince says Hogan may have rejected his money, but it doesn't matter. Vince still has the last laugh because unlike Hogan, he can say the N-word on live TV and get away with it.
God damn.
Finn says last week, if he may quote his own theme song, Adam Pearce was given no chance in hell when he was mowed down. Finn says Pearce was doing a terrible job as GM and he was going to get rid of Adam Pearce anyway. However, running him over wasn't the correct way to do it.
They should have killed.
Finn's questions whether maybe the person who hired Adam Pearce deserves to be run over instead. Finn says by next week he hopes to cut off the rest of the text, but anyway, Finn says he hopes to have a lead on what happened to Adam Pearce and he hopes to have appointed a new general manager of SmackDown.
Imagine talking that much shite, you've ran out of space.
So, Mr. McMahon improvised through the segment well, the angle got the crowd hotter and the angle got the show off to a strong start and it got a 69 rating. Thoughts on that?
I expect it higher. This isn't an Italia match, this is a Finny Mac promo. And it kicks off with that? Come on. Who's rating this? Davey Boy Meltzer?
Well, he is 75, so maybe...
Well, fucking give him a 75 then.
Oh, well. I mean, we have to keep in mind, this isn't Prime McMahon, this is old, decrepit, one cough away for the...
Right, well, my point
Cemetery
if
McMahon.
if an Italia match can get a 50, Finny Mac should be getting high 70s.
Well, okay. Anyway, let's go, moving
Well,
on.
if you've got such a fucking problem with it, don't put him in the main thing.
Well, I think 69's alright, like, I'm not complaining.
I don't think it's that good. I expect better.
Up next, Paul Heyman interrupts McMahon and asks Vince how can he do this. Vince says he isn't accusing of Heyman of doing a hit and run. Heyman couldn't run anywhere. Heyman says no one cares about Adam Pearce. He's talking about how is he letting Edge come to the Tribal Chief show. McMahon tells Heyman not to worry about Edge because before Roman gets to WrestleMania, just like McIntyre on Raw, Reigns will defend his title in the Elimination Chamber and we will find out his opponents tonight. Paul Heyman looked good. Well, maybe on the mic. Physically, I don't think he looked good.
Never has.
Paul Heyman clearly enjoyed having the freedoms go off the script. The segment deserved better commentary. Well, it's Michael Cole and Corey Graves. It's always going to deserve better commentary. And the angle got the crowd hotter. And that's got a 75 rated segment. Thoughts on that?
Brilliant. Paul Heyman, the Walrus, is the man.
Yeah, that's what we need more of. I think if we just get Paul Heyman and you see if these shows, see if you get the main event guys throughout the show, I mean, you will get good ratings. See if you only use the main event guys once, you're in trouble.
Like they do in real life.
Anyway, with that said, let's see what we've got after the Paul Heyman, Mr. McMahon segment. Up next in the first Elimination Chamber qualifier. In a decent match, Rey Mysterio defeated Dolph Ziggler in 9:42 by pinfall with a 619 into the West Coast pop.
And thank God Dolph Ziggler's not in this match.
Rey Mysterio had an in-ring performance of 71, Ziggler 65. Rey Mysterio, Dolph Ziggler, pretty good chemistry, and it lifted the match. 60 segment rating overall. I mean, I think it could have done a lot better than that.
Yeah.
Especially with Rey in it, but it only got a 60. And we find out one of the first Elimination Chamber participants, so it's going to be Roman Reigns
Raven?
and Rey Mysterio.
Well, don't say Raven then. Big Ray. Can you hit the 619 on Ray?
Anyway, let's see what we've got next.
And it is the Rated R Superstar. He is shown arriving backstage, much to the surprise of the announcers. Well, he hasn't made his decision yet, guys, so why are you surprised?
So Edge, again, on Raw, on SmackDown, should I say.
And we cut the commercial break.
71 rating, no bad. Edge just walking backstage, 71.
It's better than crippled McMahon.
I know.
Which is a real shame. And now we have
another Elimination Chamber qualifier.
And about it didn't have much heat. An embarrassing wrestling. King Corbin defeated Dominic Mysterio in 5 minutes 34 by pinfall with an end of days. And can we end Dominic Mysterio's days on SmackDown, please?
Well, that's 2 weeks in a row. Dominic's lost to King Corbin here. I don't think
41.
Dominic Mysterio's got much of a career left or much of a future. I mean, he's losing every week and he's not exactly bringing in the ratings, is he? And you can see that King Corbin and Dominic Mysterio just don't click at all, and it showed in their performances.
Damn.
So,
we could have had father and son in the chamber.
But it won't be. So King Corbin's going to be there. Thoughts on King Corbin making the
I think
chamber?
he's overrated as fuck. But
who rates him?
I don't know. People say he's a good heel. I'm just sick of looking at the guy. But yeah, he's in it.
He's in it.
He's a heel. He'll probably be first to eliminate it. We move on. Not much more. He's got no chance of winning it.
No.
Give me a chance of fucking me winning it.
You're not even in it.
Hurricane Helms jumps Into the screen, so does the Hurricane in front of a door with the initials HH on it, brother. Hulk Hogan. Fuck me, I'm getting it mixed up. Hurricane enters to find McMahon inside. McMahon asks him what the hell is he doing in here. Hurricane says he noticed the HH. He could. Fuck me, you go for it. I'm a retard, man.
Jesus fucking Christ. Hurricane Helms jumps into the screen in front of a door with the initials HH on it. So there's a door, obviously it's HH, Hurricane Helms, helping himself to the door. He thinks he belongs. Hurricane enters the room to find McMahon inside. McMahon asks him what the hell are you doing here? Hurricane says he noticed the initials HH and it could stand for Hulk Hogan. He says it could even stand for... Hold on here. This isn't... Bear with me. I see this game. I think it purposely misses out some of the text.
No, but see, saying HH, it puts you off your sentence.
Anyway, here we go. Right, Hurricane says he noticed the HH. He said it could stand for Hulk Hogan. He says it could maybe even stand for Harry Houdini, or maybe, just maybe, it stands for the newest member of the Smackdown roster, Hurricane Helms. McMahon tells Hurricane to Houdini himself out of here because you're fired. McMahon reconsiders at the last second. Asks Hurricane if he really wants a job. If he really is a superhero, then maybe he can investigate the Adam Pearce hit and run.
Oh, hell yeah.
It appears Hurricane has managed to talk himself into a job here. He walked into a dressing room with his initials on it. It wasn't for him, though. But he's got something out of it. So it looks like Hurricane has been employed here by Mr. McMahon.
I mean, if this happened, it'd be higher than a 58. This would be better than a Dolph Ziggler Rey Mysterio match.
Do you know who Harry Houdini is?
The magician.
Aye, no, I get that. Like Harry Houdini yourself out here.
Yeah, I get it.
Like,
yes, I got it. Don't need fucking dumb it down for me.
I wonder if the spastics watching it got it. I thought it was pretty funny.
That was alright. I couldn't get to it though because I'm a retard and I can't read.
Hurricane Helms worked the crowd well, using the freedom to improvise to his advantage. But again, the segment to serve better colour commentary. So I could imagine this is happening, and Cole's like, "Vintage Hurricane, oh my, oh my." It's like, piss off. 58 rating. It's no bad. It's no bad. But I thought Hurricane and McMahon combined could have did a wee bit better.
Damn right. Next segment or match.
Next we have a wee promo package, and it's showing that Big E will take on Sami Zayn for the IC belt
when
at the Elimination Chamber.
And he's stuck in the pre-show. Fuck,
and this got a 54 segment rating.
No wonder.
Not a lot to say about this one. Moving on next. Do you want to? Yeah, we want to move on. We're not interested in pre-booking.
And about it didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. Bayley and Carmella defeated Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks in 7 minutes, 18 seconds when Bianca Belair was counted out while fighting Bayley.
So there you go. Bianca Belair out, loses the match. The whole Royal Rumble momentum's kind of gone. The 51 rated segment's no bad though. You look at the in-ring performances, we're all pretty...
How's a 51 rated segment no bad? To me, that's fucking shit.
No, but I take in consideration who's in it. If McMahon delivers me a 51, I'm furious. If these fucking jobbers deliver me a 51, I can accept it.
But right, I get that. But if the networks want a certain rating, then these fuckers shouldn't be used.
But you have to use it. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're Barcelona, you might have a 94 Messi. It doesn't mean every position's going to be 94.
Yeah, but they're decent.
No, someone's team's in. Anyway, up next. Got an angle. Hurricane approaches Nakamura backstage and asks him what he knows about the Adam Pearce hit and run. Nakamura replies, "Me no see." Hurricane says, "You're missing one of the key horror senses. Vision ability. Don't worry, Daredevil was blind and he was still a superhero, so why don't you be my horror sidekick?" Nakamura is unimpressed with Hurricane and Hurricane's offer and replies, "I can see, I just not there week." So there you go, some broken English for Nakamura.
You got racist from the half of Hurricane Helms.
Hurricane thought he was blind, but in reality, Nakamura just wasn't there to see it.
I think the HH just went to his head.
So there you go, Hurricane Helms there. Maybe he's on the heroin, I don't know, Hurricane Helms. And Nakamura having a wee bit of a language barrier, I guess. And Hurricane improvised well through the segment. The angle got the crowd hotter, and it got delivered a 60 rating, so a 60 rating, no bad. We'll take that. Up next, another Elimination Chamber qualifying match in a decent match.
16 minutes.
Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Cesaro in 16:02 by pinfall of a running leg high knee strike. And this got a segment rating of 56. Cesaro benefited from having a groundswell of public support. Cesaro put in the ring and performed 68. Nakamura 63. Only got a 56 rated segment, but Nakamura, he might not be able to see, but he will be hopefully able to fight his way in the Elimination Chamber, as he's now qualified and he's the 4th member in, I guess. So it's Reigns, Mysterio, Corbin, and Nakamura. Thoughts on this chamber? How's it filling up?
A bit dead.
A bit dead, oh well. A bit like Smackdown in general, to be fair.
We're yet to see a guy that can actually beat him.
Up next, Hurricane approaches Otis and Shorty G in a training room. Shorty G tells Hurricane that it wasn't them who ran over Pierce. Hurricane says he knows it wasn't Otis because his horror powers tell him that Otis was in the catering at the time. Shorty G says that there's no cameras in catering, that they don't work, but Hurricane tells him he doesn't need cameras. His eyes do not deceive him. Hurricane tells Shorty G that physics suggest he is innocent. However, if a booster seat turns up in evidence, he will be his number 1 suspect. And this got a 48 segment rating, so pretty poor here. But I think the Hurricane was doing well. Hurricane did a masterful job. But Shorty G
dragged our
was very underwhelming and struggled here. So what can you do when you have to use these kind of guys? Hurricane, his investigation, how's it going?
Great, but he's surrounded by jobbers most of the time.
Yeah, I say it's going great. Has he got any leads or?
No. But he's narrowing it down.
What? Nakamura can't see, so it wasn't him. Otis was too busy eating because he's a fat fuck, so it wasn't him. And Shorty G is too small to see over the car seat. See the steering wheel, so it wasn't him. So if there's 3 people, Hurricane's investigate it. And I don't think it's any of them, so maybe will Hurricane find someone else on this show, or will they have to wait until next week?
Who knows?
Up next with an angle with Paul Heyman and Jey Uso. Paul Heyman's backstage with Jey Uso. He tells Uso it's time for him to step up and qualify for the Elimination Chamber. He has a chance not only to prevent Owens from qualifying, but also enter the chamber and protect the head of the table. And this got a 75 rated set. 75?
That's brilliant, right? But all I'm going to say is, see if Kevin Owens is in this chamber match, I'm walking out that fucking door.
Well, it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso tonight, with the winner qualifying for the chamber, so we'll see what happens there.
And potential me out the door.
And another Elimination Chamber match, and a decent match. Daniel Bryan defeated Robert Roode in 7:41 by submission with a no-lock, and this got a 74 rating. Jesus Christ. Best rated match of the night by far. Robert Roode's in-ring performance kind of brought it down a bit with a 54, but Daniel Bryan there stealing the show, I guess, with an 81. Thoughts on that? I know you don't like Daniel Bryan, but...
Yeah, well, he's helped us out, I guess, but I still don't like him.
Yeah, well, anyway.
What would he have done this segment? Hee-haw.
Up next, picks up the victory. Daniel Bryan celebrates, probably looks at the WrestleMania sign because he's boring and generic, and that's about as much as Daniel Bryan can do.
Jacob Cass in the old game.
So he got a 67 rating there. I guess Daniel Bryan's got to be somewhat happy with that. I mean, a 74 match and a 67 rated segment. If you're averaging that out, it's a 70.5, so that's no bad work for Daniel Bryan. Up next, with an interview with Paige. Paige isn't doing anything at the moment, so I've decided she's going to be the SmackDown interview person. Why not?
And she's fucking killed Edge.
Paige, oh Jesus Christ, that rating's pish. Paige interviews Edge in the back. She asks him who is he going to challenge at Mania. Edge seems disappointed and surprised. Edge says he and Paige fought alike. Edge says they have a lot in common. Both had to retire from neck injuries. Both were famous for having sex in the WWE, albeit he did it live on Monday Night Raw in front of millions and Paige did it in an empty hotel room. Edge says the point is she shouldn't be asking him a question like that. He's the ultimate opportunist and he will let whatever champion he is going to face, he'll let them know when the time is right.
I think the interviewing done by Paige is over. I mean, 49.
Yeah, I mean, I gave her a job, and I think that'll be the last job she gets. The performance of Edge was fantastic. Paige apparently came across well.
So what the fuck's the
but
problem?
The rating just, I don't know, the rating kind of shit the bed there, so not a good performance, really not a good performance
just
there.
get Edge off the backstage next time, again.
Up next, in the final Elimination Chamber qualifying match, and a good match, Kevin Owens defeated Jey Uso in 15:08 by pinfall with a pop-up powerbomb after a distraction from Edge. during the match, we had Roman Reigns run in and attack Kevin Owens. So it looks like it was a 2-on-1 attack. Edge comes out, evens up the score, distracts Uso. Kevin Owens gets the win. And that means Kevin Owens will be qualifying for the Chamber and Jey Uso will not.
And it's the wrong decision. Because Kevin Owens is fucking shit.
The 71 rated segment. Kevin Owens again has a lot of support, public support, which means he probably needs to be pushed. Roman Reigns was doing commentary in this match, but apparently he did pretty weak, and Corey Graves did weak as well. So maybe Corey Graves struggled with with Roman Reigns on commentary, perhaps.
Maybe.
I don't really know. I'm assuming that's what happened.
Maybe.
Anyway, we've got a 71 rated segment, which is no bad.
And we've got a chamber match filled with indie jobbers.
And we finish the show after the match. Edge raises Owens' hand. Edge grabs the mic and tells Roman at WrestleMania nobody will stand between him and becoming the new Universal Champion. Edge turns round to Owens and tells him that includes you too, fatty, before delivering a spear to Kevin Owens, and SmackDown goes off the air to an 81 rated segment. Jesus Christ, highest rated segment of the show.
Edge struggled when going off script.
Oh my god, why? Paul Heyman improvised well. Again, Kevin Owens benefited from a groundwell of public support. For some reason, Edge struggled in this segment. It's not like Edge, but it's disappointing nonetheless for Edge to struggle badly. Anyway, we finished with an 81 rating, which is pretty good. And I've got to ask, what do you think we've got? I mean, in terms of overall rating, I think it's got to be a decent show. There's some high ratings there. I think mid-60s again.
Yep, I mean, the only thing I've got to say is, Christian, just like in real life, don't know how to book him. Where is he? Appears at the Rumble and he just gets shot on.
I'm going to go for...
Where's the long-term booking, guys?
The long-term booking is long-term. You fucking prick. It's in the bloody... It's in... You know what I mean?
The Rumble shouldn't have just been a one-off. He should have been there on fucking Friday.
I dead on. Look, there's a lot of shows between... You're pissing me off. There's a lot of shows between now and WrestleMania,
so
right?
Buddy Edge is getting into situations that could result in like a 3-on-1. He's just fucking jobbing.
He's not getting in a 3-on-1. Edge has got the upper hand. Anyway, overall rating, what do you think we're getting? Show rating?
Fucking 70 on the dot.
67.
Oh, you're ready. 65.
Oh my god, 65, good. Not good. The show lost its popularity in 24 regions. The show increased our popularity in 6 regions. Again, we would have got popularity in India, but we can't gain popularity in India for some reason at the moment. I don't really know why. That is a bit strange, but that's the rules. We don't make them. That's just how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. So yeah.
Not good, guys.
65.
That's below what the network want, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe they want a 70. I think the network want. I think Fox want a 75. So
well, fucking good luck getting that.
It's a bit disappointing there, but
Fox want a 75, and you're content here with putting jobbers that get deliver 40s. Fucking hell. They'll be firing your ass in the next week.
Well, that's unfortunate, but hey, what can you do?
Book better shit.
Alright, here we go. We're going to find out what the SmackDown viewership was. I'm going to go for... I think last week on Fox we got about... Was it 2.2? I'm going to go for about something similar. And on Fox, what did we get? Fox, where are we? 2.465 million viewers.
That's awful.
I don't think that's too... Is it really? Fuck, I'll take it.
Why is the rating a 3.28 though? Usually that would mean the million viewers overall is about 5 or something. That makes no sense.
What are you on about?
How's it a free 2.8 TV rating when the million viewers is less? Usually it's the other way about.
Depends what's on TV. Anyway, there you go. That's SmackDown over for this week. Kind of disappointing. We'll see what's happening. We'll see how things are going. We don't really want to look at the roster.
Right, let's just scroll through everybody like we did in the first episode.
We'll see what's happening.
Aye, dead on. Let's see what's happening.
Storylines.
Oh, still shit.
Edge is road to WrestleMania. 75. It's getting up there. 75 heat. It's going in the right direction there.
Aye, Ali wants retribution though. I want them off the TV screen.
Well, Ali, we'll find out if he gets retribution this week on Raw. Family disappointment is yet to really advance there, but we'll see what happens in that storyline.
You can't live up to anyone's expectations, man.
SmackDown Chamber, anything happening in that? Nope. The rightful IC champ, that storyline is yet to really take over.
Oh.
Who ran over Adam Pearce is still unknown for some reason. Why the fuck can't we find out what the heat's like
For
in
the
this?
10th week in a row. Like his condition.
And will Sasha remain champion? This is dragged on at 46. Jesus Christ.
But let's keep it on the show, man.
These ratings aren't really at the moment. Not a lot's happening, guys. So I don't know why that is.
I'll tell you why. Because we're booking jobbers on the fucking show. That's why. Jobbers like Shorty G.
You can see now John Cena and Kevin Owens have got some tension between them ever since Owens basically was called
big.
it.
Where is big match, John?
He was in a car crash last week, and then he called Kevin Owens fat.
Can you know run over Kevin Owens in the car crash?
Yeah, maybe it was John Cena that did the hit and run, guys. Who knows? Find out next
Fuck,
time.
actually, it might be.
Find out next time. Obviously next episode will be Monday Night Raw, but 2 episodes time we'll have SmackDown. Hopefully we'll have better ratings. And next week we'll have a new SmackDown GM. Who the hell can that be? Keep us guessing. Oh wait, we've got some decisions. What's happening here? Drug test fee. SmackDown viewers unhappy. Everyone's unhappy. Hulk Hogan's bid has failed. Kevin Owens' opinion. Kevin Owens has came to us and says that he likes what Otis is doing. There's money in the kid if given airtime. I don't really see it, to be fair. I don't see money in Otis, but all I see is fucking hamburgers. But
Well, that's why Owen likes him.
yeah, well, I suppose they could maybe have got something in common. But anyway, guys, that is it. Till next time. Peace.